friends, welcome back to Play Along Practice. This is Amanda Shepard. I'm excited to post another practice this week. They tend to be about a level 2-3 and they are my personal practices. They tend to evolve organically, so you want to check the description to see where we go. Props I like available are a block, a strap, or two blocks rather, a strap and a blanket. And let's get started. All right, I'm going to start laying on my back today. And I'm going to start in constructive rest. So knees together, feet a little bit wider, like knock-kneed, right? But if you have a different variation that you like to start in, you can do Shavasana, Ardha Shavasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever works for you. Nice deep inhale, exhale through the mouth. Just let yourself drop into the floor. Notice that the earth is supporting you and just recognize that that is available to you always. Even when it doesn't feel like it, the earth is still there supporting you. And maybe as you start to trust that support system a little bit more, just soften the shoulders, let the forehead relax. The space around your heart soften. Allow the organs to soften. And let your musculature soften. Right? Wiggle the toes a little bit and your fingers. And then allow yourself to start to notice the breath moving through the body. Consciously start to even it out. And as you consciously even it out, start to notice those elements of distraction. Is there something sensory, maybe noise or touch or something that's drawing you away from your breath? See if you can acknowledge that presence and then just allow it to be there without taking away from that feeling of breath moving through the body. There's your headspace. Are you thinking about the rest of the day? Maybe you can allow yourself to commit to your practice today. Taking time to very consciously keep your breath connected to movement. And then of course any physical sensations. I personally have a few little foibles that are presenting themselves today. So I'm going to try and be mindful of those as I'm moving. For right now, I'm going to allow the discs between my vertebrae to get to their most potential. So allow the bones of the spine, the vertebra of the spine to be the most spacious between them. Take a couple more breaths here. With my exhale, I'm going to draw my knees into my chest and just do a couple low back circles, one or two each direction. And I'm going to let my legs come to 90 degrees, right? So not the knees into the chest and not the knees too far away. Straight up, drawing the belly down and ankles right out from the knees. Keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Nice deep inhale here. I'm going to let the knees go to the right. Left shoulder blade glues in a little more. And I'm going to try and keep my knees together. Just hover. Inhale here. Exhale back through center. Nice deep inhale here, exhale left, right shoulder blade stays into the earth. Try to keep the knees together. Exhale back through center. Inhale here, exhale knees right. You can even look to the left fingertips. Back through center. Exhale to the left, maybe look to the right fingertips. Exhale back through center. Let's do 2 more. Hugging those inner knees together. And we'll let the legs lengthen. Take a nice deep inhale, coming on up to Navasana, boat pose, bringing sternum all the way to the sun. Draw your low back in, and I'm going to allow my, to invite a little bit of flexion so I can grab my ankle and reach the left leg long, and as I exhale, I'm gonna roll out. Right sits bones towards the top of the mat, spreading the collarbones. Keep the back of the head down, just trying to open the hamstring a little bit. You can even let your left heel come down if that's interesting. Good breathing here. I'm gonna hover the shoulder blades. Take a nice deep inhale here, and as I exhale, I'm just gonna switch the legs. Grab my left ankle and roll down. Back of the head's on the floor. I don't want the chin jutting up. Maybe keep your right sits bones down, left sits bones towards the top of the mat. Feeling here, right in the hamstring. Reach the hands forward, hover the shoulders, and let the right leg come up. Inhale, Navasana, boat pose, and this time I'm going to find that flexion and grab the left ankle. Exhale, roll it down. Turn the toes out, reach that leg out to the side. Keep that left sits bone scooping under. Inhale back through center, and I'm just gonna take a recline, dancing Shiva. Breathing here. Try not to crunch that left side, keep it long. Left shoulder blade in the floor. Maybe fold your right knee and take Supta Ardha Matsyasana. And we'll reach that left leg to sky. Lift the right leg, I'm gonna reach the left leg long, and as I exhale, I'm just going to hover the shoulders, grab the right ankle, and come on down. Toe lock, you can use a strap if you like. Reach that right heel out to the side. Inhale back through center. I'm going to grab the outside edge of my foot, find a recline, dancing Shiva, being mindful to keep the right shoulder blade down. Right side of the waist nice and long. Foot doesn't need to come to the floor, right? Maybe bend the left knee and find Supta Ardha Matsyasana, and still keep your right shoulder blade down. If your shoulder blade's lifting, it's not really the pose. Inhale back through center. Now I'm going to bring both legs to touch. Reaching the arms out like a T. I'm going to turn the toes towards the right. Straight legs, if it's interesting for you. Right toes touch the right hand. Keep your left shoulder blade down. Inhale back up. Turn your toes to the left. Left toes towards the left hand. Keep the right shoulder blade down. Lifting back up. Okay. Inhale back through center. Go left. Let's do one more each side. Good. Inhale, reach the hands. This time, let's do Urdhva Paschimottanasana. Coming on up, find your hip flexion. Sitting up nice and tall. Letting the forearms come together. Nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna rock and roll and come to Uttanasana. Exhale back, inhale forward. Maybe a few times, just massaging the spine. I used to do this in so many classes. I hardly ever do it anymore. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding in. Shake your head yes and no. Inhale, reach those arms out to the side for circles. As you come up, Urdhva. Exhale, Samasthiti. Reach the arms, Urdhva. Exhale, fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Jump it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog, and I'm going to bring the shins down because I actually like to warm up the spine a little bit before I go right into back bends. They're my harder poses. I'm going to find some cat-cows. Little tip, you can make sure you don't see your feet to make sure your alignment's there. Knees under hips, wrist under shoulders. And glide it out, puppy pose, forehead and nose on the floor. Wrapping those triceps down. And maybe chest and chin if that's interesting for you. Forearms to the floor. I'm going to tuck the toes, reach the heels back. Nice forearm plank, nice and easy. Reach back through your heels. Keep hollowing the belly. And tops of the legs to the floor. Rolling those inner thighs to sky. Pubic bone down, belly in. Sphinx pose. I'm going to come on down and reach that right arm out to the right and start to open up pectoralis minor. Shoulder stretch I personally need every day. Left leg behind you, and bring both feet to the floor, if that's interesting. Back through center, take it to the left side. Right foot behind you, maybe both feet. Come on out through center. Spider just gave birth in my house because there's a couple spiders under that shelf. Nice deep inhale here as you exhale. Come on down, hands by your low ribs. Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let yourself breathe. Maybe find some micro movements that you like. Lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees, nice and light, bring those feet forward. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, wrist circles the odd way. Urdhva, exhale, Samasthiti. Just keep it going. Moving through Surya Namaskara A. My foibles is my outer wrist today. Reaching those arms out. Exhale, Samasthiti, and just shake your wrists out. Find Tadasana. sink those hips as you bend the knees. Keep hugging the inner knees together, rolling inner thighs down. Get those hips nice and low. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Let your booty be lower than your heart. Maybe fly the arms. Exhale, fold it in. Uttanasana, maybe float the heels. It's coming into Prapada. And then plant your palms. Some of you might press up. Maybe just move through a vinyasa. Left toes turn out, right foot steps up. Inhaling, virabhadrasana 1. Roll that left inner thigh to sky to square the hip towards the earth. Coming up. Keep the belly scooping, draw your ribs back. Lower ribs in and up, and let's open the arms, interlace your hands behind you. Humble warrior, right shoulder to right knee. If you can keep your hips in, you can go down as low as you like. Inhale, back up. Let's take the right palm up the back of the body. Left arm up and over. Go mukha arms. Draw your ribs back. Pivot that back heel, float it out. Virabhadrasana 3. And then fly the arms, right arm down, left arm to sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse your warrior. Root into the left foot, straighten out that right leg, reach it out, Uti to Trikonasana. Maybe find a half bind. And then allow that left arm to reach up and over. Planting your hands, nice and quiet, through your vinyasa. Right toes turn out, step that left foot up. Virabhadrasana 1. Drawing back, lift off the hip point. Opening the arms, interlacing the hands behind you. Humble warrior, left shoulder to left knee. You can keep the hip in, you can go down nice and low. Inhale, back up. Left palm behind you, right arm up and over. Go mukha arms. You're going to pivot that back heel. Virabhadrasana 3, float it out. Fly the arms, Ardha Chandrasana. Virabhadrasana 2, take your time. Pick part of Virabhadrasana, Uti to Trikonasana. Maybe a half bind. Reach that right arm up and around. Through your vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring those feet forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Utkatasana. Energy to the heels. Energy to the ball of the foot. Lift the heels. Urdhva. Exhale, Samastiti. Breathing here. Sink those hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Get nice and low with that booty. Fly the arms. Exhale, fold. Maybe lift the heels. Plant your palms. Float it back. Right toes turn out, step the left foot up, just taking it to the other side. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, reverse, humble warrior. Come on back up. Gomukhasana arms, left palm reaching back, right arm up and over.
Virabhadrasana 3. Fly the arms. Ardha Chandrasana, maybe Trikonasana variation. Virabhadrasana 2. The part of Virabhadrasana. Utthita Trikonasana, keep reaching out through the sideways, rolling those left ribs into the sun. Exhale. Through your vinyasa. Left toes turn out, right foot steps up. Virabhadrasana 1. Humble warrior. Come on back up. Right palm reaches out, left arm up and over. Go Mukhasana arms and then float it out. Virabhadrasana 3. Fly the arms, right arm down, left arm to sky. Maybe Trikonasana variation. Virabhadrasana 2. Part of Virabhadrasana and then Utthita Trikonasana, rolling those right ribs up. Half bind. Exhale through your vinyasa. Hi, sweetie. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And taking up to 5 breaths. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring it forward. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Energy to the heels. Come on up to Prapada. So lift the heels all the way up to stand. Exhale, Samasti. All right. I'm going to add bound Baddha Trikonasana into that. Sink those hips. Revolve, Parivrtta Utkatasana. Fly the arms. Exhale, fold it in. Maybe lifting the heels. Keep those inner thighs rolling back, ground down through the big toe mounds. I'm going to plant the palms. If you can press, press. Maybe lift up with one leg. Through your vinyasa. Left toes turn out, right foot steps up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, reverse warrior. Inhaling back up to Virabhadrasana 1, finding your Gomukhasana arms, left elbow to sky. Exhaling, Virabhadrasana 3. Inhaling, fly the arms. Exhaling, Trikonasana variation. Left hand to left ankle. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, reverse your warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe hand on the foot. Maybe you find that bind. Straighten the arms. Good, nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, plant your palms through your vinyasa. Right toes turn out, left foot steps up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, reverse your warrior. Be mindful to switch your index finger each time, right? Humble warrior. Inhale, back up to virabhadrasana 1. Go mukhasana, arms. Exhaling, virabhadrasana 3. Inhaling, fly the arms, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhaling, Chapasana variation. Inhaling, virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, Viparita virabhadrasana. Inhale here. Exhale, Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe Baddha, maybe find the bind. Straighten the arms, lean over that left leg. Exhale through your vinyasa. Pose you want to do, go ahead. Feet come forward, set it up, line your gaze. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana. Utkatasana. Urdhva with Prapada, all the way up. Exhale, Samastihi. Last Surya Namaskara B variation. Right? Sink those hips nice and low. Parita Utkatasana. Fly the arms. Exhale, Uttanasana with Prapada, maybe floating the heels. Plant your palms. Making your way through your vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog, exhale, Down Dog. Right toes out, we're gonna step the left foot up first this time. Inhaling, virabhadrasana 1. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, come on back. Left palm reaches out, right hand up and over. Exhale, virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, Ardha Chandrasana, flying the arms. Exhale, Chapasana variation. Inhale, virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, reverse. Keep that bend in the front knee. Inhale here, exhale. Baddha Trikonasana. Next exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog, and then right foot steps up, virabhadrasana 1. Try to keep the heel of the hand down. Not like I demoed. Switch your index finger. Exhale, Humble Warrior. Inhale, virabhadrasana 1. Go Mukhasana arms. So draw your ribs back here. Then pivot the heel as you float out. Exhale, virabhadrasana 3. Fly the arms. Ardha Chandrasana. Chapasana variation. Virabhadrasana 2, inhaling. Exhale, Viparita virabhadrasana. Inhale. Exhale. Baddha Trikonasana. Inhale here. Next exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra Up Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Big toes to touch with the heels. You're going to bring the feet forward. Urdhva Uttanasana, exhale Uttanasana. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. This time you're gonna root into the right leg, lift the left knee, open up dancing Shiva. Look at your left fingertips. Keep that left side waist nice and long. Try to keep grounded through the big toe mound. Then as I exhale, garudasana. Left arm underneath the right. Left knee over the right. Good, nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm gonna open up Ardha Chandrasana and keep the arms. It's gonna add a little weight balance. And then Ardha Chandrasana, Shavasana variation, virabhadrasana too. Breathe in here. Turn to the left foot, straighten the right leg, turn the toes in. Let's take a C. Coming on down. I'm going to set up for Nirlamba, Shirshasana, so arms nice and straight, shoulder distance, floating the legs. I'm going to find garudasana, left knee over right, with the legs. Find a twist. Jump the hands to tripod. And then as I exhale, I'm going to bend it. I might undo that second foot. Garudasana, legs and an arm out. And then Ekapada Kundanyasana A. Right leg comes down. Bring the left heel down. And I'm going to keep my right knee joint closed. And fold that leg behind me. Bring that heel towards my sits bones. Keep the left leg on the floor. Lengthen the tailbone towards my heel. Keep lengthening, and I'm going to come into Ardha virabhadrasana. Take your time to come down. Draw your ribs, low ribs in and up. You want to feel your right quadriceps opening. Root to your elbows. Come on up. Nice deep inhale here. I'm going to find a wrist lock. Right, left hand over the right wrist. Heron pose. Sternum towards the toes. Good, nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to open, externally rotate that leg and bring the heel towards the left heel towards the right belly button. Hello, pretty girl. Hello. You need to go out? I'm going to reach that left hand around, see if I can find my toes. Find a little good nutrition. Virabhadrasana. Look over the left shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. And then as I come out, I'm just going to lift up and find Ardha Matsyendrasana. Reaching that right arm to sky, right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Any hand variation you like. Maybe you want to grab the foot. Maybe you're going to reach around for a bind. Where do you want to go, cutie? You want to go outside? Sitting up nice and tall. Alright, as I exhale, I'm going to unwind. And I'm going to give you my little bit of a scratch. Get a nice deep inhale here. Facing the back side of my mat. Bring the forearms down. And reach that right leg to sky. Coming on up, pinching my hips and drawing the ribs towards the back of the room. Back of the mat. Maybe scorpion, and then as I exhale, coming on down. Reaching the right arm up and around. Keep the chest square, and then maybe the left. Virabhadrasana variation, hips stay forward. Exhale, root to rise. Crossing right ankle over left. I'm just gonna come around and I'm gonna open the door for this little puppy love so she can go outside. Right? There you go, anybody. Go ahead, baby. There you go. You coming back? That was quick. All right. Breathing here. I'm going to come up to the top of the mat. Just take a moment to breathe. Sorry, she's got something stuck on her. Come here, kitty. All right. Nice deep inhale here. And then I'm going to root into the left foot, straighten that right leg, dancing Shiva, looking over the right shoulder. And I'm going to rebend the knee, garudasana, right arm underneath the left. Good. Keeping the belly in, we'll take a nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to unwind. I'm going to keep the arms. Let's see. Where that is. Right arm. Keep the arms, then Urdhva Chandrasana. Virabhadrasana 2. Root into the right foot, straighten the left leg, turn those left toes in. I'm going to take it to C, folding down. Hi, baby girl. Coming on down. I'm going to unwind near Lamba. Arms nice and straight. And I'm going to float on up. Taking a nice deep inhale here. As I exhale, I'm going to bring the right knee over the left, garudasana legs. I'm going to find my twist. Bring my arms into tripod. And then keep twisting and take this to Ekapada Kundanyasana A. Right? Twisted scissors. Sinking down, I might undo that right foot. And then float the sternum towards the side of your mat. Then fly the legs. Left foot behind you to come down. right heel comes to the floor. I want to keep this knee joint closed and fold it back. Hi, little restless one. Breathing here. And lengthen the tailbone. Coming on back. Trying to let this quadricep get nice and long. Oh. Breathing here. I need this quad stretch a lot. Gotta root to my elbows and come on up. And I'm gonna find heron pose. It always takes me a little while to negotiate it on this side. Right. So, right wrist around the left hand. All right. Always have to redo it. Good. Plug the leg bone into the socket. I'm going to draw my arms closer to my head and lift the chest to make it a little bit tighter. Right, breathing here. Gently release. I'm going to externally rotate the leg. Closing the knee joint, I'm going to bring that left heel to the outside. That right heel to the outside of the left belly button. And then virabhadrasana, good nutrition pose. Draw the right arm bone into the socket so you fit the arm onto the body. Reach around. Finding the toes. You can always bring your right foot into the left leg like dhanurasana. And then I'm going to take the back of the outside of my knee onto the top of my left hand. Look over the right shoulder. Go over the left shoulder. I'm going to come on out nice and gentle, and I'm just going to bring this knee in like constructive rest. Lift up, glide the heel across, and then step that right foot to the outside of the left knee. Sitting up nice and tall, exhale, elbow to the outside of the knee. Probably not going to do the bind on this side. Look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder. Bring my hands around, coming on out, walking around. And bring those forearms to the floor, and this time I'm going to reach up with the left leg. Drawing the ribs towards the back of the body. Zip your front ribs together. Maybe scorpion. Vrksasana. Exhale. Ustrasana. Take your time, use your core. All right, if you want to do that same variation, left arm up and around, then the right. Reach, rise, left ankle over the right. Coming on back to seated, and whip it around. And if you have a little furry creature, she needs a bath. Like the little girl needs a bath. Take it back around. Adho, mukha, svanasana, downward facing dog. Letting yourself reconnect to breath if you lost it. Just gonna take the time, 44 minutes. Okay. So right forearm down, left wrist in line with the right. Reach that left leg to sky. And just come on up. Let's take the right knee over the left, finding garudasana legs. And then right shin down. Reach that left hand up and over. Kapalabhati prep. And then as I exhale, I'm going to find my toe lock. Maybe reach that left leg to sky. And then step it up for Pincha Trikonasana. Right arm up and over. Exhale, frame that front foot. Pivot the back heel. And a long virabhadrasana. And then let's glide that left leg back. Plant your palms. And just float up. And maybe let the legs keep that nice split action. Really extending. Exhale. Come on up to virabhadrasana 3 in prapada. So keep the left heel lifted. Come on up to stand. Good, breathing here. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale here. Arms to sky. Little back bend. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, extend the spine. Just reach the hands forward and the legs back, finding your downward facing dog. Or where else you might want to get there. Left elbow down. Right hand goes back. Right wrist in line with the left elbow, floating that right leg. Coming on up into funky Pincha. Left knee behind the right for garudasana legs. And then left shin down. Reach that right hand up and around. Kapalabhati prep. Find toe lock. And step that right foot up for Pincha Trikonasana. Breathing here. Exhale, and wind that hand down. Find a long virabhadrasana. Glide that right foot back, left leg to sky. Maybe finding a pickup, maybe letting the legs separate. Try to extend through the legs. And then right foot comes down, stay in prapada. Keep that heel lifted, belly button in. Virabhadrasana 3. Coming on up to stand. Working a little bit with balance, right? Breathing here. Find the top of the mat. Inhale, reach those arms. Exhale, open up. Urdhva. Folding in Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Plant your palms. Either float the heels, maybe float up into press, or take it one leg. Through your vinyasa, however you want to get there. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. And let's step that right foot up. Turn the left toes out. Inhaling virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, let that left arm reach forward. You're just going to invite that twist. Breathing here. Maybe pivot the back heel. And fly the arms. Maybe reach that right hand around. And find the bind. And let's float it out for a Baddha Parvrita or Chandrasana. And as I step back, I'm going to let the pinky edge of that left foot come to the floor, finding a full Parvrita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, unwind. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, reach it out, Utthita Trikonasana. Frame that front foot. And through your vinyasa, inhale, Cobra up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. I'm just going to take a child's pose and then open up the shoulders a little bit. Walk your hands over to the right. Pull with that left arm. Left hand to the middle of the mat, right hand stacks on top, push down and pull back. Walk it over to the left, pull with the right arm. Right hand to the middle of the mat, left hand stacks on top. Setting up for flying scorpion or Pincha mayurasana. Forearms down, roll your inner wrist to the floor. Reach that right leg to sky, come onto the tippy toe of the right foot if you want. But as you push down, draw your chest towards the back of the mat. Right. Breathing here. Left knee comes in, reach that right leg nice and long, far away. And then maybe let the left leg extend. Vrksasana. Exhale. Nice and light, lighter than that. Coming on up for any back bend of your choice, right? Back starting to feel open. You can start working towards kapalabhati, not available to me, but that's something that's interesting. You want to keep those hips forward, keep the tailbone long. Let the shoulder blades lift the heart, and then reach back with your hand. Right. Yeah. Coming up. Exhale, bring that down. Maybe take a moment. Left hand inside the right, sitting in Vajrasana. If you prefer virabhadrasana, go ahead. Let's do some kapalabhati breathing. We'll do 54 short pumps. Couple preparatory breaths, nice ujjayi breath. Your next inhale, you're going to breathe into the low ribs and hold. Draw your chin in and up, and then 54 pumps at your count. So Couple recovery breaths. You can let the chin go. And we open the eyes. Hi, baby girl. Plant the hands. Adho, downward facing dog. Let's step that left foot up for virabhadrasana 1. Reach that right arm forward. You're going to let the elbow come to the outside of the knee. Allowing yourself to twist here. And maybe pivot the back heel. You can bend into that front knee a little bit more if you like. Accentuate your twist a little bit more. Maybe fly the arms. Maybe reach that left hand around, reach underneath with the right. Finding the binds, straightening the arms, look up. And look down for balance. We're going to take it into Baddha Parvrata Ardha Chandrasana. Bound, revolved, half moon. Now when I come back down, I'm going to let that pinky edge of the right foot come down. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse, reach it out, Utthita Trikonasana. Right arm up and over. And then as I exhale, I'm going to frame that front foot. Breathing here. Reach it back and find my Pincha mayurasana. I feel like I forgot something. Left leg reaching the sky. Come onto the tippy toe of your right foot. Drawing ribs back. Maybe let the legs separate. Vrksasana. Coming on down, setting up for whatever back bend you want. So if you're going to work towards kapalabhati, I'm going to back up because my glass is there. So it's kind of like a wall. I prefer wall to glass. And right to rise, come down, back up. I want to try and keep the hips forward, tailbone towards the back of the knees. Right. Posterior tilt. And I'm going to come to Vajrasana. You can always sit on a block. You can take virasana if you like. I don't like it. And this time I'm going to have the right hand in the left. Couple recovery breaths. We're going to do another round of kapalabhati breathing. Inhale just to your low ribs. Draw your chin in and up. I'm going to do 54 short pumps at your count, pulling the belly button in with your exhale. Let the chin go. Inhale and exhale, a couple recovery breaths. Good, gently open the eyes. Just checking the time, hour. Oh, it's a scorpion, I forgot. All right, nice deep inhale here. As you exhale, let your forearms come to the floor. Shake your head, yes and no. You're gonna reach that left leg to sky. Pick that up. Let your chest move through the arms and reach that legs away from each other. Nice and light, come on down. And just take a child's pose. All right, reach your arms out. You're gonna wrap your triceps down. Come on up and let's reach that. I'm gonna turn this around. You're gonna reach your left arm out to the left. And as you exhale, you're gonna come all the way across. Lining that shoulder up in line with your knee. Okay. See if you can grab your heel, maybe reach that right arm up. Maybe reach that right hand around. You can stay here. If you like, you can try and find the bind. And then gently come out. Puppy pose. Nice forearm plank here, nice and strong. Let the thighs come down, rolling those inner thighs to sky. Breathing here. So come on back, we're gonna take it up to the other side. I'll turn around this way. Reaching that right arm out to the right. As I exhale, I'm gonna reach on through. Trying to get my shoulder to the outer knee. You can grab your heel if you like. Reaching that left arm forward, leaning back. Maybe reaching that left hand around, maybe trying for the bind. Right. Next, I'm gonna come on out. Sphinx pose. Variation. You can walk your hands in. You can always use blocks underneath your elbows here. It's very strengthening for the erectors. But pubic bones down, keeping the belly button in. Exhale, come on down. Lengthen the tailbone as you reach your arms on the floor. Pull the belly button in, lifting the chest. Reaching back with the feet, maybe float the arms up. Bend the knees and just see if you can find your ankles, kicking the feet into the hand, dhanurasana. Big toes to touch. I'm gonna lift my arms, let the shoulder heads go forward. Come on up. See if you can breathe across the shoulder blades so you're getting nice and wide. And then draw your low ribs in and back. Come on out. Sphinx pose. I'm gonna bring my big toes to touch, spreading the toes nice and wide. Lifting on up as I exhale, I'm gonna bring the knees down. Maybe find a cat variation. And I'm gonna sit back on my heels. Bring the knees to the chest so I can manually separate my toes. I'm just gonna stretch out the feet. Sitting on the heels, rolling the inner thighs towards the earth. Just using the energy into the sits bones on the heels, trying to reach my feet towards the wall behind me. Reach the arms forward. I'm gonna lengthen the spine, keep the spine nice and long. Nice deep inhale here, scooping the belly in. Utkatasana. All the way up, Urdhva, and then just bring the hands down, separate the feet, and bring the top of the right foot to the floor so that the toes are going down. I'm gonna spread the toes wide again, and then pull that foot forward, go back and forth. And take that to the other side. So the toes, I want to bring the top of the foot to the floor with the toes spread wide. Right, so imagine if the foot was on the floor, the toes are nice and wide, and I'm going to pull that leg forward isometrically. Back and forth, big toe to pinky toe. Good, breathing here. All right. Draw your hip points up, take your hands to your ribs, you're gonna lengthen your tailbone, lift out of all four sides of the waist. Inviting a back bend on Utkatasana. Make sure your feet are set up in a way that's gonna support you. You can let your feet come wider than hip distance if you need, right? I'm just gonna tap the wall. And then root to my feet to rise, coming up evenly. You don't want one side or the other because that's gonna tweak your SI joint. If you need more room, walk further away from the wall. If you have an actual wall and not glass, you can walk all the way down, but I just want you to be really gentle on your fingertips. And if you use your palm, be gentle on the palm. If you put too much weight into it, it goes straight into your low back and it feels awful. Urthrasana, you can keep playing with that. I'm just going to stretch out my low back a little bit. And come on down to the floor. All right, you're welcome to stay here. Sit on up for bridge pose, ankles underneath the knees. So you don't want the low back to come by just splaying the ribs, right? You're going to keep them in and push into your feet. Lengthen the low back. Keep zipping the ribs up. Right, zip them together and breathe laterally. Interlacing the fingers, bringing one shoulder underneath the other, but you still want to spread kind of wide across the rib cage. Chin is lifted. I'm going to crawl my shoulders forward, keep the heels down. Just see if I can grab my ankles. And then from here, I'm going to lift the heels, crawl the shoulders in. Lengthen up. Elbows to the floor, top of the head to the floor. And see if I can bring the heels back down. Good, exhale, come on up. You can play with any other variation that you like. Breathing here. Nice deep inhale here as I exhale. Drop the knees off to the right, come back through center, off to the left. And then come back through center. And set up for Urdhva dhanurasana. Take the legs into bridge. Elbows facing the sky. I'm going to come to the top of my head, so push down into your hands. Lift the heels. Move your hair out of the way. And I really want to push into the ball of the foot with the heels lifted. So my low back has room. Straightening arms and legs together. Exhale, heels down. Coming on out. Maybe taking a couple of recovery breaths. And setting up again.
elbows to sky. So I want to bring the elbows together, draw the arm bones back. Heel back out. Maybe one last back bend. Noses off to the right, back through center off to the left. Draw knees into the chest, a couple low back circles, one or two each direction. Maybe an Adho, maybe. Reaching one heel away and then the other. And then one last twist, whatever one you like. Keeping the shoulder blades on the floor. Exhale back through center. Going back through center. I'm actually going to come up for a seated meditation for a few minutes.
So finding your blanket. Finding your comfortable seat. Allowing the elbows to relax right underneath the shoulders. You can always use another blanket if you want something to rest your hands on. Feeling where you are in space, if you're pitched forward or backwards. Just let the breath be easy. Notice any sensations. If something's distracting you, it might be your call to engage it. Then see if you can let it be. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Taking a nice deep inhale in. Exhale, start to move the fingers and toes. Maybe allow yourself to reawaken a little bit. And I'm going to end with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace. Taking a nice deep inhale in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Close the third eye. Belling into yourself. Namaste, yogins. Thanks for playing with me. Have a beautiful day.